Good morning. My name is Barry Stein, and I'm the President and CEO of Colorectal Cancer Canada. However, perhaps more importantly today, I'm here as a survivor of metastatic colon cancer to both my liver and lungs, having been diagnosed as an early age onset patient at the age of 40 years old in 1995. I hope that this singular fact provides you, at whatever stage you are with your disease, with hope, and that combined with the information acquired throughout this conference, you will be better positioned to face the challenges of the disease and its treatment. It is through that lens that I take great pleasure in welcoming you today to our third annual Colorectal Cancer Community Conference. As you may know, Colorectal Cancer Canada is first and foremost a patient organization dedicated to you, your family, and your caregivers. So it should come as no surprise that the ideation of this conference and each of the sessions in it have been inspired by our patient planning committee, and that each session of the conference includes patient representatives to ensure that our voice is heard. Our goal is to engage, educate, and empower you, and that is not just a simple tagline. It is truly our goal to provide you with useful information and tools that can help you make a difference in your care. I hope that each of the conference sessions, combined with the work that we do on your behalf throughout the year, will in some way touch you and help to improve the quality of your life and that of your caregivers. As a patient-led organization, it is our mission to bring together the colorectal cancer community, not only to provide you with useful information and shared experiences, but to support and empower you so that if you choose to participate in your care proactively, you will have the necessary tools to do so and know that you are not alone. I'd like to thank our volunteers and patient committee, as well as our internal team for their incredible work in putting this conference together. To our sponsors and community partners, thank you for the privilege of enabling us to do this important work on behalf of patients and their families, and for your overwhelming support. To our healthcare professionals, we thank you for what you are doing on behalf of patients and their families, and for your contribution to this conference. And I would like to extend a warm welcome to our guest speakers and extend our gratitude for you taking your valuable time to help us make this conference so relevant and informative for the entire colorectal cancer community. Finally, I would like to thank you for attending this conference, and I look forward to interacting with you post-conference to assist you in any way that we can. So without further ado, I'm delighted to introduce you to our wonderful conference facilitator, Anne-Marie Wright, who has been facilitating all of our conferences so brilliantly over many years. Anne-Marie, over to you.
I'm thrilled today to welcome two of the conference organizers, and I'd like to introduce them to you to talk a little bit more about the importance of this conference and some of the goals and ideas that have shaped the agenda for this conference. Please help me welcome Carine Legault, who is the Manager of Patient Support at Colorectal Cancer Canada, and Iris Karry, who is the Manager of Patient Education and Research at Colorectal Cancer Canada. Welcome to both. Great to see you here. Carine, I'm first going to ask you to tell us a little bit more about yourself and how this conference came together, specifically the agenda.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. So I'm the part of the patient specialist team. So when individuals contact Colorectal Cancer Canada for more information, to answer questions, or for any support, you'll either be talking to me or one of my colleagues within our team, and we'll be assisting you with different opportunities that we have within our organization. So the conference is super interesting how we came up with it. So we are on our third year. Initially, the conference came about because of COVID. We felt that there was a gap of information for patients and for family members, and we wanted to bridge that gap during that period. However, things have evolved since our initial conference 3 years ago. So CCC is really priding itself on being a patient-centered organization, and we wanted to make sure that the conference really represented that as well. So we made sure on two important points that we were responding to that need. So we were making sure that patients were involved and present within each session throughout the conference that you'll see today and tomorrow as well. And secondly, is we involved co-partners, patient partners, to be involved in every step of the creation of the conference, from the initial agenda to going through the different points that we wanted each session to discuss or to address. What was super nice of having these patient partners involved is, even though we have some sessions that are similar from year to year, for example, treatment or clinical trials, they informed us about specific points that they wanted us to address, or they would have liked to have that information when they were going through their cancer journey as well. And in addition, they made a very important point to us that they wish that the emotional and psychological and spiritual side of colorectal cancer was really addressed, and that we talked more about it. So we made sure that through our agenda and through various sessions that you'll see in the next 2 days, that we're able at least to hear stories from other patients, see how we can provide tools and resources for people that are experiencing these different feelings and emotions, and provide them with additional support through that.
Right. Carine, that's fantastic. And it is incredible when, we can bring the needs of the community as they've identified them alive in a way that's relevant to the community in general. And I know that we've set up many of these sessions to have question and answer periods at the end, which again helps us every year to inform how we want to evolve the work that we do together. And I'm now going to bring Iris into the conversation to introduce herself and to talk about some of the outcomes or things we're really trying to do with this conference. Hi, Iris.
Hi, Anne-Marie. Thank you. So I'm Iris. I'm the Patient Education and Research Manager at CCC. And I work closely with Carine to make sure that the resources that we develop are always tailored to the community's needs, and that wherever we see that there are gaps in knowledge, we're addressing them in a patient and caregiver-centric manner. And the conference is really an excellent example of that. So what we really want this conference to do is to leave participants feeling more engaged in the colorectal cancer community. We want them to leave feeling more educated and more empowered as well. We want people to not just know that there is a colorectal cancer community out there, but to actually feel it around them, interact with others, and know that no one needs to go through cancer alone. So we really designed this conference to be that space for people to connect, gather information that can help them move forward and feel supported all along the way. And so we really recognize that lived experiences of patients, caregivers, and their families are so valuable. And there's so much that can be learned from them, and we really want to honor that.
Thank you so much, Iris. And the way, just to reinforce, the community will have the ability through the chat function on this platform, through the Q&As again, to be able to contribute. And we so value your comments. We really do want to hear your feedback, input, what you've learned, and to help us define and be better every year with these conferences. So thank you so much to Carine and Iris, who are going to welcome back at the end of today and again tomorrow to share their insights.